What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am doing something that I have been dying to do for a very long time. If you have a magic key like I do, or you just go to Disneyland a lot, you know about the infamous yellow tabs.
And some of those yellow tabs to your right-hand side.
Well, my girlfriend and friends and I have always said that it would be really awesome to have one, and with the power of Amazon and a sewing machine, now you can. So today we are going to be making this. So what I have is this nylon webbing, and I have a little O-ring. I really want to have this as a keychain. And I put this little thingy on the top, and I want to make it a keychain and put it on my keys. I also 3D printed this little Mickey Mouse, and I'm gonna attach it somewhere on there like that, so that people might know that this is a Disney thing. Let's jump into it. We're gonna just use the sewing machine and attach these two pieces together, and we're gonna do it on 3 sides, and then I'm gonna figure out a way. Probably gonna have to hand sew the Mickey onto this, but that's all good. So I figure let's jump on in. My only concern with this today is, and we will definitely find out, is the thickness of the nylon here. Let's drop the foot. That's kind of it's kind of thick. I really want it like, just want it thin. I don't know. Okay. Well, this is just a test, so let's see how it goes. Anyway, I'm not giving up on this one just yet. So let's drop that foot. And whoa, Nelly. Okay, great. That worked out way better than I was anticipating. Awesome. I'm I'm so happy. I was worried that it was going to be too thick, but in fact, it is not. It's perfect. Sweet. Let's flip it over and do the second side. That didn't do anything. Are you kidding? I got unthreaded again. Ugh. I don't know why that keeps happening. That seems to be a recurring nightmare of mine. That Mr. Machine comes unthreaded, but all good. We know how to fix it. All right, take 2. Let's try that again. Honestly, my the line I was following wasn't exactly straight anyway, so it kind of worked out.
Oh.
That's not good. Ah, I broke the needle. Ah, God, I knew that was going to happen. I should have taken out the ring. Well, and that class brings an end to today's class for now. I don't believe I have extra needles. I just have a bunch of pins. I can't believe I did that. I really can't believe I did that. Yeah, I don't have any more. I don't have any spare needles. All right, well, let's cut this. Man, I'm pissed. Good news is that it works. I have it. Like, this is exactly what I wanted to make. I need to finish up this piece, but I gotta go to Joann's and get a new needle. I think, though, this is a really good learning experience for myself. I probably should have waited to put this O-ring on. Either that, or I should have put a pin there to stop me from going past that. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was a bad idea to have that the needle was going to snap, and it happened. But that happens. We're learning. They're super easy to replace. There's a little screw right here, and it can drop out and get a new one. But I gotta go to get a new one. I will be right back with a cut and a new needle. All right, and we're back. It's 2 days later. I shaved, hence the difference, hence the stronger on the mustache. But I got new needles. So let's go ahead and replace our current needle. I may have gotten not the correct ones. I just saw the cheapest needles and the ones that would get here the quickest. And then I realized these were for denim and leather. They are universal. I hope our needle gauge is not too thick. I'm going to leave it on here just so I can make sure. I'm just going to go with this first one. It says it's for denim. It's denim. It's 100 and it's also 16. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that's the gauge. All right. So we're going to use this pin, unscrew, slide that out. Let's see. I want to see if it has any information on it. I guess I probably should have done this before. 14, and let's make sure our needle is facing us, which it is. And that is in there, and let's make sure we're locked. And let's get our needle threaded. Boom. We are back in business. Heck yeah. So, our tag. We got pretty much everything we need on the sides. So now we just need to finish the end. It literally was just the end that we missed. So let's get this lined up. Drop our foot. And here goes nothing. Oh, wait. You got to turn on the machine first. Now here goes nothing. Did we do it? Did we get everything we needed? I can't tell. I think so. Yeah. We're in business, baby. Let's go ahead and snip this. I just want to make sure that all of our, yeah, that's together, that's together, and that's together. Perfect. Okay, great. I'm happy. That was so easy. I can't believe it took 2 days to get that. I did order it from Amazon, and truthfully, it did come in the middle of the night, but I wasn't gonna set up in the middle of the night. So let's just clean up our edges. Make sure I'm okay with the fray, like the fray a little bit. It's gonna end up doing that anyway. I wonder how this material would take to a lighter. Question is, do I have one? Ah, I do. You know what? Hold on. Before I ruin this, let me go get a scrap piece. Okay, we literally have a scrap piece. Like, I cut just enough so I could try this. I don't want to waste any. I really just want to see how this will take to flame. Oh, wow. Okay. I think this does exactly what I was hoping it for it to do. Pretty much melted. Ow. This channel is literally just me destroying my fingers. I don't know what it is. I mean, this piece is incredibly small. So, and this lighter is way too powerful. But I think this does. I'm curious if it creates a. Hang on. Do I have tweezers? I have tweezers. Let me do that instead. I don't really need to destroy my finger for this. Oh, shoot. That wasn't smart. Oops. Okay. So, my theory was not right. I wanted to see if these edges would melt and stick. I mean, we can try it again. I don't think it's gonna do that. Yeah, no, no, it's not. But it does seal the edges. I'm not exactly sure what material this is, but it is. It does seem like it has some sort of plastic in it, which is why it's stringing now. It's reminding me of my PLA from my 3D printer. That like when it gets to a certain temperature, and you touch it, it will string. But I think what we can do is kind of seal these edges off with it so that it doesn't really fray a lot. So let's move the machine out of the way a little bit and wow, I really burned my finger. This hurts so bad. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is this. I burnt it a little bit. I wonder if I can kind of clip it. I am not getting anywhere with these embroidery snippers, so let's. So much. I don't want to. I mean, that might. I think that just put us right back where we started. It just literally cut off all that melted work. Okay. All right. I think that's enough. Let's get the sewing machine out of the way and we'll attach our little 3D printed Mickey. All right, so we got our 3D printed Mickey head and our finished tag. So let's find a nice gauge of a needle. These are definitely not like the sewing machine needle. So let's just, okay. I think that should do it. We're going to use our sewing machine thread. I'm going to be using the sewing machine thread at 2 arms length, and then I'm going to double that up just so that we have a solid amount of thread to play with. And now that I got that, I realized I put away my snippers together. Where'd my needle go? Over here. And let's thread that needle. Oh, that's in plastic. It's double 2 arms length, and then I folded it in half once I threaded the needle. So it is now 1 arm's length. Essentially, I did it to create a thicker thread. Instead of it being 1 or 2 strands thick, it's 4. I'm just gonna button sew this. So having this little loop here at the tail helps us create an anchor for our stitch. That way our Mickey's not going anywhere. If you're gonna make this and you've already attached your ring, make sure you're not going over your ring, you're going through the ring. That way you're actually attaching to the tag and not creating like a dream catcher loop. See, like I even just did that. Let's see if I can back it out. It's the one thing about embroidery or sewing is just because you've done it 100 times, 1,000 times, doesn't mean you're not gonna mess up. There are so many times where I've done an embroidery project where the needle just somehow went through the collar, or I just wasn't paying attention. Most of the times it's because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, most of my mistakes happen because I'm not paying attention and I'm just on autopilot and I'm like, oh, I got it. It's gonna all be fine. Which you can be. There are definitely certain times where working on autopilot is acceptable, and like if you're sketching or you don't really have to pay attention to where your needle's going or whatever medium you might be working in, it's totally fine. I think I want to do one more loop. It's pretty much on there. I don't think it's going anywhere. See, I almost did it again. I almost went over the sides and not through. All right. I think that's good enough. We'll snip that. And then to lock it in, I'll just try to go underneath the fabric. Poke through. And then we'll create a loop. Now that we have that, let's snip off our thread. Let's grab this straggler. And there we go. Here is our Disneyland safety tag keychain. I love this thing. It came out so cool. I've been wanting to make one for a long time because I haven't been able to find a place that sells them. I think it's awesome. And it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I couldn't believe how easy it actually was. I'm going to put it on my keychain. I'm going to give them out to friends. If you would like your very own Disney safety tag, the link is in the description. You can buy them on my Etsy. I make them to order, and you can get them with or without the tag. And then this little clip can come on and off. If you like what you saw here, please consider subscribing. If you found this at all helpful and you really like it, give it a thumbs up. Hit that bell notification so you know when I upload next. Check out some of my other videos where I do 3D printed helmets, props, and cosplay. Thank you so much for joining me today. And remember, nothing can stop us now, no matter how.